today we are looking at flute packet number 2. Flute packet number 2. I hope you warmed up with some scales. Always start your warm-up with some scales, playing them slow and then maybe playing them fast, but always warm up with some scales. Okay, so the first song on packet 2, page 1, is song 90, Variations on a Familiar Theme, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So I'm going to play it straight through. I hope you've already practiced it. If you haven't yet, maybe just put your flute on your shoulder and see if you can keep up with me with your fingers. If you feel like you've already practiced it and have it mastered, play it with me. Okay, everybody find a B flat. And let's have the speed be ta, 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 ta. And that means later when we get to the TTs, the 8th notes, they're going to be pretty quick. Song 90. 1, 2, ready. Okay, Banana Boat, 91. Remember, whenever you need a breath, it's okay to chop one of the notes short to take a good, nice deep mouth breath. Okay, song 91. This one has D, C, El fine. D, C, El fine. Remember, that means to return to the beginning. DC stands for the Italian word da capo, the cap, the beginning. So DC al fine means return to the beginning and then stop where the word fine is at the end of measure 4. And you'll also notice where the fine is, there's a thin line and a thick line. That can also help you notice that that's the end of the song. So you play it all the way through, you return to the beginning and stop where the word fine is. Okay, what's the first note? Hopefully you said B flat, high B flat. Everybody find high B flat? Use power. Use nice power. Strong tongue, that'll help also, strong tongue. Okay, song 91, let's have it. Ta, ta, that speed. Song 91, everybody remember, take a deep breath to start on high B flat. 1, 2, ready. Great job. Okay, 106, March Militaire, by the very famous composer Franz Schubert. Very beautiful piece of music. Okay, this one's kind of challenging. Notice that measure 1 and measure 2 are the same. Please notice that measure 1 and measure 2 are the same. And they're asking you, as the lowest note there, to be E natural. So in measure 1 and measure 2, they want it to be low E natural. So the first 4 notes of Song 106 are B flat, F, E, F, and it should sound like this. Pretty challenging. So everybody, if you haven't already, pause the video and practice that measure a couple times. Measure 3 is kind of challenging also. Measure 3, B flat, F, B flat, D. So the beginning, the first 3 measures are the hardest part of this whole song. The first 3 measures are the hardest part of this whole song. The rest of it is kind of scale-ish. Okay. Second measure from the end, please notice that it's A natural. Second measure from the end, make sure you play A natural, because the key signature is just B flat and E flat. Okay, T, 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 T. Again, if you haven't practiced this yet, you might want to just put your flute on your shoulder and just practice moving your fingers. And when you feel like you have it mastered, try to play it with me. T, 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 T. 1, 2, ready, go. That's from a full symphony. That's just a small chunk of a big song. And if you have time to look for it, March Militaire by Franz Schubert, you might enjoy hearing the whole, it's a piece for symphony orchestra. You might really like it. Okay, 109, Bottom Bass Boogie. Okay, so I'm going to play it twice. First time I'm going to play the A staff, and then we'll pause, and then I'll play the B staff. Notice that there's a repeat sign that bounces you back all the way to the beginning. So decide whether you're going to play the A staff or the B staff, and make sure you're following the correct line. Make sure you follow the correct line and don't play the wrong line by mistake. If you're playing the A staff, be careful of the rests. The rests are very important. If you screw up the rests, then you'll get off beat. Check the key signature. What is the key signature? B flat, E flat, and A flat. And there are a bunch of A's in this, so you got to remember to play A flat. Also scan through it. Do you see that a lot of the D's are D flat? A lot of the D's are D flat, and D flat is pinky only. Kind of an airy sound on flute, but D flat is pinky only. In measure 7, if you're playing the A staff on the Mega TT, E flat, D flat, E flat, D flat, remember that both of the D's will be D flat because they're in the same measure. They like to save ink, and if it's in the same measure, they don't have to draw the flat sign again. You're supposed to remember that the flat sign carries through to the end of the measure because they like to save ink. Okay, so the first time through, I'm going to play the A staff. Then we'll pause, and I'll play it again, and I'll play the B staff. So you decide. You can play with me, or you can play the other part, and we can play a duet together. So decide for yourself. All right, now I'm going to play the A staff. Do you want to play the A staff with me, or do you want to try the B staff where we're playing a duet with each other? Okay, so the speed is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be the speed. Remember to use A flats. The key signature is A flats. Notice there's a repeat. Okay, everybody, song. Here we go. I'm going to play the A staff. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, now I'm going to play the B staff. So you can play the B staff with me, or you can play the A staff and we'll play a duet. So now the B staff. 1, 2, ready, go. And that is Packet 2, page 1.